CrossFit is a program, and you can utilize the CrossFit to develop your fitness. So that's the very first thing I want to highlight. So what is CrossFit? So CrossFit is a program designed by Coach Greg Glassman, and to define fitness in a meaningful, measurable way, and to develop over several decades. And now it's over 15,000 gyms around the world. So this is the picture I get my CrossFit Level 1 license in the United States, El Paso, Texas. And later on, I will show you why I love CrossFit so much. Okay, so CrossFit is designed as a completing constantly varied functional movement and then performed at a relative high intensity. So there's a little bit underlined right there. So what is constantly varied? CrossFit talking about variable, talking about many different forms. For example, the category of CrossFit, it has a weightlifting and the gymnastic and the monostructure. Monostructure, you can also refer it to cardio, because you do the one move all at the same time, repeat once, and then it's called monostructure. Kind of like running, kind of like rowing, kind of like swimming, it's called monostructure. And weightlifting, including snatch is this kind of movement, and the deadlift is this kind of movement, and the clean, Olympic clean is this kind of movement. And the CrossFit utilizes this weightlifting into his program. And then the gymnastic. What is gymnastic? You use all your body weight to do a workout. You use, for example, you push up and you pull up. And the very important thing of CrossFit, you squat. You do a squat. So CrossFit kind of play these kind of three categories in their program. In every CrossFit box, they will have a WOD. The WOD stands for workout of the day. So they will, for example, today the WOD we will do about 30 push-ups and how many kind of workout we will do, and then to perform this kind of performance and fitness. And then the vary is not only about the movement, it's the other thing is it vary about the terrain, it vary about the time. CrossFit talking about we always prepare for unknown, because life is, you cannot really expect what will happen in the next day. So CrossFit sometimes you do it in the morning, do it after lunch, do it before dinner. So CrossFit kind of always promote these kind of variable things. And then relatively high intensity. What does relatively high intensity means? High intensity, simply you can say is your heart rate. How to raise your heart rate. And CrossFit has certain kind of program. For example, aim rep as many reps as possible. For example, you 5 minutes and then you do burpees, and in these 5 minutes, how many burpees you can perform. And if you put two contestants in this kind of category, this 5 minutes burpee will like a hell for you. 5 minutes burpee, you can imagine, it's not very easy, right?
It's so hard.
Yeah, it's very hard. So CrossFit is kind of playing all this kind of a program. And then I want to mention about the middle one, functional movement. So what is functional movement? You can use in your daily life. For example, I'm going to the airport and I carry a very heavy luggage, and you use your core, and you use your hip, and you use your quad, and then you carry everything. And then CrossFit has a farmer walk for you, and CrossFit deadlift for you, and it can help to facilitate this kind of life function for you. And then you go to hop on the airplane, and you're trying to push your luggage into a cabinet. And you need to use your forearm, you need to use your shoulder, you need to even use your core. And CrossFit has a shoulder press, CrossFit have a push press, all the kind of upper body movement for you. So that's why CrossFit is a constantly very functional movement and performing a relative high intensity. And the other thing is, because CrossFit is so successful in his community, CrossFit will not only care about how muscular you are, how good you are. This is all the community of the CrossFit. You go to the CrossFit gym, coach will show you, okay, we are not just hire a very powerful guy. We will try to help you to develop your agility, develop your balance, develop many parts of your body. So this is all the community I have ever served in the CrossFit box. And then, so CrossFit, like what I said, not only about muscle, only about endurance, heart rate, stamina, flexibility, power, speed, coordination, agility. And the CrossFit Games. CrossFit is very popular in the United States. It's a big games, and all these kind of big games is already very popular around worldwide. So if you are interested, go there for CrossFit Games. And then thanks for listening.